Well, there are more than 1 million electric vehicles just like this Prius on California roads. But there is a concern. When these cars reach the end of their life, the batteries that power them could end up in landfills just wasting away in the environment. But what if they could be recycled and reused? Well, one bill on the governor's desk says they absolutely should and must.
The truth of the matter is that the battery that is in the electric vehicle is very useful, even at the end of life of the vehicle.
That's why State Senator Ben Allen says he authored Senate Bill 615. If signed, it will require battery suppliers and automotive manufacturers to, when possible, recycle electric vehicle batteries. The bill, which is now on the governor's desk, specifically will put in place guidelines for manufacturers to recover the battery once an electric vehicle has reached its end of life, and then get that battery back into the supply chain for reuse.
That battery could either be refurbished and turned into a new electric vehicle battery. It could be refurbished to be a different type of battery. It could also be broken down into its component parts and used for new batteries or other types of technological uses.
He says the bill is especially important as the state sees more and more electric vehicles on the roads. Data from the U.S. Department of Energy showed as of 2023, the state had more than 1.2 million electric vehicle registrations. All of it comes as California prepares to ban the sale of all new gas-powered cars by 2035.
If we could figure out a better way to make sure that we're collecting those batteries when the cars are at their end of life and turning those batteries into something useful as a second generation and as a third generation, we're going to save ourselves a lot of cost, a lot of environmental damage, a lot of need to go off to other countries to extract some of these minerals.
It's just smart policy and approach in terms of what we can do with these batteries at the end of their life.
Daniel Zotos works for Redwood Materials, a company already doing work in California and across America to recycle EV batteries and get them back into use. Redwood fully supports Senator Allen's bill.
A huge opportunity for us to retain valuable critical minerals within those batteries here domestically, make sure they're processed appropriately, recycled, and then, as Redwood's mission really seeks to solve for, make sure those materials remain within the supply chain so they can be used again and again.
And there is no formal opposition to the bill. The governor has until the end of the month to either sign or veto it. Reporting in Sacramento, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.